Live. What's going on? Sorry, I was trying to send some links out. I was sending some links out. What's up? What's going on? Lost 3K in hyliion? My goodness. Yo, let's get it. I'm not going to talk about 5G plays right now. I mean, I haven't done a lot of research on the 5G plays yet. hyliion right off the bat. This is the Big Money Mindset 1 channel. Any Apple options? GameStop. Let's go. CCIV. Let me see if this link. Hang on, I sent the link out. Live. Hang on 1 second. Trying to send some more people to this channel real quick. Let's see. Man, the Wi-Fi in Florida is not the best. I swear, man. Spectrum out here is horrible. Okay, there we go. Now we're seeing some stuff. VGAC, BFT, SBE, Baba, GME. What's up with Bongo? IPOE open. Guys, today was a crazy day. Let me check my phone. Let me check this. Check this. Let me check these. Check the stock market. I haven't got a huge update yet. Will NANO shoot up past 13 in the next 2 weeks? Shouldn't be worried about it in the next 2 weeks. I'm worried about it. I'm worried about it in the next 6 months. Open running hard after hours, bro. Open hitting. Let's go. Guys, like I said before, these options, it takes extreme patience to hit big on options. Like, you're not going to hit a big in like 2 week option play. It's very rare. I mean, some of these plays have been stagnant for like a month, and just out of nowhere, I'm telling you, things just start clicking. I mean, when things start clicking, rocket fuel is just, it's just incredible how fast you can gain money on the options. I mean, today I made 5% day. You know, no one really expected today to be a big day. You know, everyone thought everything was going to completely fall off and stuff, but a ton of the buys I've been recommending, like the big plays I've been recommending, that I just kept pounding and pounding, you know, on the channel, on the Patreon, those are the stocks that are really starting to pick up. It looks like BFT broke through 18. NANO clipped 1180. Opens past 31. It's just a very exciting time, guys. Like, I think ARK bought over I think it was like 200,000 shares today for OPENDOOR. I mean, that's a play that's really been under the radar, no news at all. I mean, that one, it looks like it's about to start popping. Like, I put that price target on it, and I'm sticking to the price target. I've been telling people by mid-February, we should definitely be seeing 40. So I've been telling people we should be seeing $40, you know, mid-February. I'm holding on to February calls. I think the May calls are going to be worth a lot down the road. Like, I'm talking a lot of money in the next 5 months. I'm not really worried about semiconductors and 5G right now. I mean, I have a lot of money tied up in other stuff at the moment. I haven't done a lot of big research on those. BFT got the Kramer pop. Yeah, it sounds like Jim Cramer has been preparing for somebody to ask him about that company. Looks like he knew a little bit of information on PaySafe. That's just one I really didn't care if it's been red the past couple of days, weeks. I had no intentions on selling. I know a lot of people get, boggled by, these sell-offs, in the short term, but I'm telling you, good companies will continue to rise. The good companies will continue to rise, and it looks like the Rocket Fuel is just getting started on a ton of options I'm playing, guys. Let's see, up 194% on open. Dang, that's pretty good. It's pretty good. Let's see, SBE. SBE's been hovering 40s for like a month and a half. I mean, that's a very stable play. I think more people will buy into it later on in the year for sure. Not sure about that one. SGBX. NIO just closed their offering. Yep. I have no doubts about NIO in the short term at all. I'm really bullish on NIO. I think they're really gonna be doing some big stuff when that factory gets built later on down the road. That factory has been approved, guys. Construction is in the works. They're expecting it to get done in the next 12 months. I'm not exactly sure how big it is exactly, but from the projections of what they were doing in the blueprints, it looks like it's about 75% of how big the first factory is. So it's definitely going to be great as far as like tons and tons of production getting increase over time. I'm not really big on these the ones that those stocks have gone from like $1 to $10 in like 2 weeks. I just think if it wasn't for like millions and millions and millions and millions of YouTube views, those stocks would be pretty much nothing. So you got to thank YouTube for those stocks. A lot of people are doing really well, but I haven't done a lot of research on those at all. I'm still really bullish on APXT. That's a company that does really well, low debt, crazy revenue, crazy year-over-year increase. Once people start really hearing Microsoft, like that word starts clicking, I think more people will start to buy into APXT. That's kind of what happened with NGA when people started hearing Amazon. That's when it really started running and trending. So I think the same thing's going to happen with APXT. Time will tell. Once again, time will tell with all these options. But I'm not really worried about APXT 4 months from now at all. I think it'll be worth nearly $30 in the short term. Look at IDEX. Yeah, I bought IDEX. I pulled a little IDEX. Man, I'm very excited for the future. The inauguration was very smooth. A lot of people thought, there's going to be crazy lawsuits going in the works again, crazy tweets and stuff like that. It looks like it was a very smooth transition. Trump, went down, peacefully. Very excited about that. And it looks like, the headlines are going to continue to get better for the market. Let me check on this post I just did on my Patreon real quick. Man, I might have did this live a little bit late, man. Dang. Let's see. I think people are still coming on. VGAC to the moon. Hopefully the merger is planned as we think. I think VGAC could pop. I was looking at the options today when I recommended those. I was looking at the options today earlier before I decided to buy some, and man, they were really cheap, guys. The options on VGAC were so cheap. I was running through the option profit calculator as fast as I could, and the numbers I was seeing were some ridiculous profits. And not even the stock doesn't even have to move that much, guys. I ran the numbers plenty of times for the calls I purchased, and they are very good calls. And I think I'm already up 20%, but if this stock, if the VGAC goes to like 25, I mean, we're talking 500% gains. I ran the numbers. They do not have those options price accordingly if it's a big company going to be announced. So that you got to think that one was announced in November. So we're looking at November, December, January, February, March, mid-April, guys. I put the call option on it for, it's basically a 6.5 month call option for VGAC. Think about it. It's a 6.5 month option, you know, from when it was announced. So I feel very comfortable. We're going to get an announcement, you know, before May. So that's why I bought it. But I really like how like the IPOE popped. I didn't have enough time to do research, but I think that's going to it's going to be exactly what happens with VGAC. The same thing that happened with IPOE if it's a solid company. So I'm excited. You know, that's definitely a high risk play, very high risk for VGAC. But you know, I really like that play because I just like the you know what's going on with Virgin Galactic right now. But we'll see what happens with the company if there's an announcement pretty soon. Let's see. What do you think about research SRNE? You can forex your money. Any penny stock you can forex your money in the short term. It's just I don't really look into penny stocks. And oh, that one's a $10. Oh, I've heard of that one. Yeah, that one I've been looking at a little bit. It's a lot better than penny stock range. I don't really look at a lot of penny stocks. What I think of NIO, I think NIO has the guys. I'd rather make consistent money over time, like really good consistent money. You know, not buying dividends, not buying ETFs, indexes, or anything like that. I'd rather make consistent money, very low risk, rather than buying penny stocks, because the penny stocks are just so risky. Everyone thinks just because a penny stock is $1, it's going to be $10. That's not the case. Penny stocks, it's like 5%, maybe 10% make it out of penny stock range. And I have a lot of people messaging me that have lost thousands and thousands of dollars on penny stocks. So I have, got a lot of messages about people wanting to like go a different route and change their game plan, entering better companies. So be very cautious with the penny stocks. I know we live in a time where we think everything is going to go up. Everyone thinks, so the stock's $1, it's going to go up, but that's just not the case. But there's definitely a lot of good penny stocks out there right now, but I just don't really care. I'd rather 5x on a $10 stock than 5x, 10x, on a 50 cent or a $1 stock. That's just my opinion. And I don't know, it works for me. I don't really have a lot of, massive 50% cuts in one day, like on these penny stocks. So I'm liking my game plan stocks I'm buying. I don't really like to go options on the $100 stocks, like Baba, Microsoft, stuff like that. I feel like that stuff is too high risk for the capital. I just feel like, I like spending anywhere from $200 to $700 on options, and it's working out very nice. And I'm buying companies that are making a lot of money. Tattoo Chef is good. Looks like, everyone's waiting for a lot of news to pick up. If you look at their investor presentation, their numbers that they're predicting are, ridiculous. And, it could easily, on a good earnings, the stock could go from like 25 to 40 in a heartbeat. We see that happen on a lot of companies in early time frame on earnings. So CleanSpark, I wouldn't buy it right now. Even though it had a major pullback, I think it just jumped up a little too fast is the problem. But, people that have more patience on CleanSpark, it's a pretty good company. They're up and coming for sure. But I wouldn't buy it right now. Hearing a couple things about ZOM, I'd have to do more research on it. Let me see. Man, you guys are you guys are just going off of a lot of stocks I just don't do a lot of research on tonight. I usually know a lot of these stocks. Tonight is just a lot of stocks that I'm not really uh, understanding. You know that this is a lot of these stocks are $3, $5. I just don't. I'm not doing a lot of research on the $3, $5 stocks right now. CCIV, that one I have not purchased. It's a lot different from these other companies like BFT, APXT. It just doesn't have like. I just rather buy off a clarification. You know, I know you're not gonna hit it big if you don't take a risk on it, but something about the Churchill is just weird to me. The Churchill, uh, the shell companies for Churchill has not had they haven't had a lot of good success. You know, from previous SPACs mergers. A lot of mergers have got canceled. I can't remember something with the Top Golf. Uh, what's the other one they just did? The health company was it's dropped from the merger price, under 10. So just the Churchill, it just something about the Churchill just doesn't really turn me on. So I haven't bought into it. And it looks like the CCIV is like acting the same way as the IPOE. It's just IPOE had like confirmation, you know what I mean? It had confirmation of the deal. So that's the thing. CCIV, stock could keep running, no news. It's just I have no idea. And I think Lucid is a good company with their, factory, their products. It's not a play that, I'd want to invest in right now because I'm trying to hit on some big plays right now. And it's just like I said, a lot of these companies I've been telling people, a lot of these companies I've been buying, I wanted to get people in at the exact same time frame as me, so you can experience the ups, you're gonna experience the downs. You're gonna have to learn to have really strong hands. I mean, you're gonna have to have strong hands if you want to hit big on these options. It's what it takes. You're gonna go through a lot of ups and downs, and that's just the truth. That's the only way you're gonna hit it big. You're playing these long-term call options with companies making big money, run-ups, these pullbacks. You gotta hold through, and you're gonna get these multiple run-ups after run-ups. So it looks like what we're experiencing on OPENDOOR right now. I think this might break out. The news is starting to get out, and I told people to just hold strong. That top out price on OPENDOOR at 32, I just think it was a joke, and we're gonna continue to just build steam. That's how it works, man. It takes months of holding through options. So February 30 OPENDOOR options, you should definitely hold in a couple more weeks with all the steam it's getting. If you're big up in the money, there's nothing to worry about. You could hold those till like February 20th. It's just loaded up the 1250 call out today, 30 contracts. Are you talking about the VGAC? Because I think that one will pop. That one will pop before that one should pop before like May at least, like a huge pop. So yeah, VGAC. I'm telling you, if that one goes to 25, if you bought those calls I put out, you're gonna make a lot of money, like 500% gains. Like I've already done the numbers. It's ridiculous. They do not have those options priced accordingly, and I was all over them today. So GIX is just the healthcare sector. It just doesn't get the pop. It doesn't get the pop like these EV companies, these charging stations. But if people really knew what GIX was doing as far as like revenue, growth, margins, I mean, it's absolutely insane. Like GIX, I'm about to load up and just keep buying stock, keep buying long options. It doesn't even have to go really high, to be honest, the GIX. That one, I mean, guys, if you understand, next year next year GIX, which is it's a health company, it's like $10 right now. they're predicting $350 million. $350 million on GIX. It's absolutely insane. It's just I don't think they're really worried about people buying in right now. So GNOG, GNOG is just. I mean, I bought into Gold Nugget. That's one company that I didn't have a lot of success with just because of 7-month merger. I'd rather buy DraftKings. I've been buying DraftKings. GHIV United Wholesale merger deal is done. A ticker chain on Friday. Options are dirt cheap right now. I just think people are not really into that company because of what they've seen with like real estate right now, with Rocket Mortgage, doing absolutely nothing for months. That's why I think it really hasn't popped off a lot. I'm not buying it right now. It's just not a very. It just doesn't have the interest like these other stocks right now. But some of these stocks, is that Men in Black? I gotta see what that one is. Let me see. MB. Hang on. Let me see. Marrow Bio. It's $1.66. I don't know. I mean, it's running up a little, but like these companies, I don't do a lot of biomedical research because I don't understand that stuff. Like, I can honestly tell you, I'm not big into these bio companies. There's millions of them. I just don't know. Wish. Yeah, that's another one I'm not too familiar with. What's up? Probably what's likely we can see a pop in Walmart in the upcoming months. I mean, I wouldn't be buying Walmart. It's just not a high growth play. VGAC, I really like that one. I mean, I just like it because of how big it can be. Aqua Bounty. Hey, that one actually has a pretty good chart as of the last year, but guys, a lot of these stocks, like under these cheap stocks, I have not been following. I've been following like NIO BFT, Open, NANO, Jumia, APXT, Mara, MP, GIX, NGA, CCIV. So a lot of these companies, I'm not following right now. They look a lot high risk, these price ranges. So bio-based pesticide. See, I'm not really. I'm sure it's a good company. I just don't know. Kyle, April 16, 29 on BFT, $3. Have your blessings to load the boat. Patreon member. April 20. Let me look at it real quick. That one. Let me take a look. BFT, April 20. April 20. 475. I have to look at it more. It doesn't look that bad. I mean, it looks like a pretty good call right now, especially if the company is pushed out a little further. I think the April 20s are not bad. These calls are going to continue to get more and more expensive. Is the thing with the BFT. Yeah. I'm holding Nano long term. These offerings they're going to be huge. I'm telling you, they're making a lot of big moves even without the revenue. It's just an innovative business that is going to continue to grow over time, and I think it just gains more and more interest over the next 6 months plus. So I really like that one. Dropbox. I've gone over Dropbox a couple times. It's just one of those companies that It's just one of those companies that doesn't have a lot of excitement is the problem with it. Yeah, I've been hearing, is that Star Peak? Yeah, I've been hearing that's a good one. Star Peak. ST. Yeah, Star Peak is a good one. Yeah, I just hit the gym. Richard Allen's garage. Bought you a 8.7. Should I sell tomorrow or hold? I can't answer that question for you. That's give me a call. $2,000. I mean, that can get you like $2,000 can get you like 6 different call options in like 6 different companies. So 2,000 is a lot of money. I think as long as you have like maybe like $300, you should be, you know, inside of the Patreon. So as long as you have like $300, you can buy, you know, maybe two calls maybe. So as long as you have like a couple $100, you can enter the Patreon. But you can also buy stocks, but it's more of a call options, you know, platform where I do a lot of call options. I just did a top 30 watch list, and a lot of the companies. What's going on? I'm in the Patreon, and my account is 1.3 right now, and it's rising fast thanks to Kyle. Man, glad to hear. Glad to hear. Guys, the Patreon, I'm telling you, it takes patience. People think they're going to come in and make money in like, I don't know, a week. It's just not the case. These plays, like when I show these gains of like 200, 400, 800% gains, it's possible. It just takes patience. And it seems like a lot of people, you know, don't really have the big patience to handle these big red days and stuff like that, which is understandable. But I mean, I'm always buying dips. I always give out perfect times to buy. I mean, I showed you guys the reviews of people that hold long and they, you know, experience crazy rocket fuel gains. You know, this is very common. And I'm telling you right now, you check back in about a month, you're going to wish you joined the Patreon, because these plays I'm putting out, that I was putting out, you know, months ago, and I'm still holding, these are going to hit hard. I'm telling you, like, I think my Robinhood, I mean, I got 3 portfolios, but I think the Robinhood portfolio, I don't even have to put any more money into it. I think it goes from 60 grand to 100 grand in like the next 2 months doing nothing, just because of the plays I pick. So I'm telling you, everyone's talking about doing this 100K challenge. Like that's not even a very exciting challenge to me, because I'm telling you, these companies, I'm in like 12 options, 10 options right now. And I'm telling you, patience is all you need. You got to think how much time, you know, when you're in a stock market, how much time, you know, a 1 year time frame actually is when you're buying into good companies. You can see massive gains, you know, over a 1 year time frame. You know, if you're playing options accordingly, diversifying correctly, you can grow you can easily 3x your portfolio if you play perfect options, you know, month after month, long term, diversify, know when to cut them. This is definitely possible. And it's different. You know, I see a lot of YouTubers out there going into like, you know, high penny stock route. You know, those do get a lot of views on YouTube, which, you know, is completely fine, you know, doing a penny stock challenges and stuff like that. But it's just something I can say is it is high risk, and these things move quick. These penny stocks will go down 50%, you know, very, very quick. I'm up 25,000 in 3 months thanks to NIO and Kyle. Man, that's awesome. That is crazy gains. Patreon member, thanks for your hard work. Love the Sunday updates. Yeah, the Sunday updates, the last one I just did was a big one just because I saw a lot of opportunity out there, you know, and there was a lot of companies I wanted to make sure people were aware of. You know, I told you guys the top 10 I bought, but I'm going to drop the list down to like 25. I'll drop it down to like 25 this next week. So it'll be a little bit tighter. And, there's no telling. I was planning on adding a little bit more to a couple companies today, but I didn't see exactly what I wanted. I didn't see big enough dips besides the VGAC. So what is the best broker? I mean, I use TD Ameritrade, Webull, and Robinhood. They're all better for different things. I think Bowen's a good company. Long term, it's just a very high price stock. Might not have a lot of pop like these early stocks. I've grown my portfolio from 7,000 to 22,000 as of today. Thanks for the help. Oh, within 6 months. Okay, that's crazy. It's good. I'm doing good, man. It's good. Trust me, I joined the Patreon after Kyle made his first NIO calls, and it is all I have to say about that. Currently up $2,000 just by joining in the last 1.5 months. Thanks to my man. Very solid. But if you're in some of the plays I'm recommending right now, or have been recommending, man, you're going to see some crazy gains. These are companies that, are just getting loaded up on by whales. I mean, I'm telling you, just because a stock doesn't have any news, there's always a whale that will realize. And you can see with Cathie Wood, I don't even want to talk about how many shares she's going to buy of OPENDOOR before the entire world realizes how undervalued that company is compared to their other competitors. They make 5-10 times more money than any other real estate company out there. And I have people always messaging me talking about market caps and stuff. They don't understand. Market cap is important, but the price of the stock is how you make the money. Just because you buy like AT&T because they have a massive market cap doesn't mean you're going to make a lot of money. There's companies that have gigantic market caps, and there's just billions and billions and billions of shares out there. It doesn't mean you're going to, make big money because the market cap's high and stuff like that. Okay. It really does depend on where they address the stocks, accordingly when they, are, SPAC stocks, how many outstanding shares will cause the stock to move when more stocks are bought up. There's a lot of people that, don't know what they're talking about, and they don't know how to make big money. They think, I see a lot of people thinking old school, man. That old school stuff, them dividends, indexes, buying stocks that have ran 10, 20 years, it's just not the key to making super profits. Okay, there's a way you can make super profits without buying penny stocks. It's possible. You just need to know what you're buying, and you need to diversify yourself. The VGAC already hitting. I'm telling you, when that thing gets some news and they adjust those options correctly to the prices that they should be valued at, man, you're gonna make some crazy money. I'm telling you. Joseph, Patreon member. I'm about to hit 20,000. Never really thought it was possible. Thanks for the help. I've been in 4 months. Hey, man, really appreciate you sticking to it. I try to do my best month after month. As you guys can see, some people are showing patience inside of the Patreon, and they are, getting the knowledge that they need, holding through the red. Guys, I've had people messaging me about NIO. I had to coach people on, these delistings, these stock share offerings, dilution. I'm telling you, these things have to be addressed to grow over time. That's just how it works. And, there's going to be tons and tons of setbacks. There's going to be Citron, short in stocks. This stuff only lasts 2-3 days. I'm telling you. Yeah, the VGAC, if you bought them when I recommended them, that was a very good time to buy those. I used the inauguration to VGAC. I used that as a catalyst, and I just thought that one would have ran hard if the inauguration was not, in this week. This one would have ran up more hard. And if you guys want to get a little, I think there is like 1 or 2 articles out on VGAC of like what people are expecting. I have extra 9,000. What call options would you put that in? Well, the first thing is I'd have a game plan. And at this time frame, I told people at the end of the year last year, I said I really plan on, pretty much beating every option I buy. I plan on, pretty much becoming successful in every option I buy. And so you're going to have to start with 4 months of expiration. That's what I recommend. Minimum 4 months expiration. And then, there's tons of companies you could buy into that are going to be doing good over the next 4 to 6 months. I mean, Opens on a tear, NANO, Skills, Fuel Cell, Lee, BGAC, BFT, NIO. There's a ton of companies. I mean, I'm going to continue recommending these companies, and I think these companies will be successful, you know, over time. Yeah, I mean, the guys, I do put out a lot of companies that have potential, but I tell you exactly what I'm buying. And I know a lot of people, you know, do overlook the bigger listings I put, but a lot of people do want to wait for what I buy, which is fine. But, you know, there's been plenty of people inside of the Patreon that went on some of my buy ratings that I did not purchase and became very successful. I've seen people hit 500 to 1,000% gains on companies that I did not buy just because I recommended it. So if I do recommend it, I do think it has potential, but you know, some of these companies, you know, you know, are just not going to have the exact same steam as some of the other ones. That's just the sad truth, you know. But I'm diversified very well right now. Fintech, real estate, electric, charging. Guys, that's what it's all about, being diversified. And I want you guys to know this is very serious right now. This is very serious. I know we're in the EV boom, right? We're in the EV boom right now. But you have to realize there's a ton of EV companies out there that are just getting started, have no revenue, won't have revenue for years. You need to realize that. I mean, you got to think just for like transit, buses, EV, guys, we're up to like 6 companies right now. I can't name them all off the top of my head, but you got to realize, you know, we're talking green power. I think it's CCII. There's Line Electric. There's 2 other ones. So that's what you got to understand. You got to pick companies in different sectors, you know, and then you have like, let's just say, for example, Lucid, Fisker, Tesla. So you have to pick in your electrical vehicle sector, you know, and then you got like last mile delivery. You should only be picking one out of each sector of that EV type of car company, because a lot of these are doing different things. You know, you got buses, you got last mile delivery, you got luxury, you got, you know, different sectors. So understand that you need to not be going all in on, you know, EV. You know, a lot of these EV companies will not, I'm not going to say they're going to fail, but a lot of these EV companies will not, you know, be successful like Tesla and other companies. But right now, the most bullish EV company that I'm on right now, hands down, because of the market that they're in China, is NIO. I feel that's the one I'm feeling the most comfortable about. I heard they have over $4 billion, $3 billion in cash. I mean, guys, that is just a company that is just waiting to make moves. So if VGAC gets Virgin Orbit, it's going to be fire. We are going to see. I love these types of plays. It's coming. We're going to see what's going to happen. OPENDOOR, Kyle, your opinion, price target for open in May. Open in May, Jesus, that's a long, guys, think about it. That's why I was telling people to buy. I've been telling people to buy these May calls last year. I'm telling you. And we got in pretty solid. We were buying these heavy round, I'd say 18, 19 bucks. So as you can see, a lot of people are up 200% already because they're buying 10 bucks ago, you know, on open. But I'll say for May open, this could easily see, you know, $50 plus, $55 plus. That's definitely possible. But once again, I think we're going to get a lot of rocket fuel in the next 2-3 weeks with open. So my price prediction is going to be, you know, the next 3 weeks, we should clip 40. So I'm very excited. Already have BFT, APXT, VGC, solid, very solid. I have like 16K in my play account. What percentage of stock? What percentage of that should I put in options right now? I have like 6K of it in options, the rest in Tattoo Chef comments. Let's see. What percentage of that should I put in options? 16K. The thing is, it sounds scary when you're talking about putting a lot of money in options, but the key is putting it in a lot of companies and a lot of options. So, you know, with that, what I would probably do is, you know, I'd leave capital for buying just regular stocks. But, I'd feel very comfortable if I was you because, I've messed around with money like that and bought a lot of options. I would go with $8,000, so 50% of the 16K, and I would be buying 4 companies, if that makes sense. So 2,000, 2,000, 2,000, 2,000. That's a very good game plan. And when you buy those companies, buy 4 companies and buy minimum 4 months out. Trust me. The market, we're looking really good. 4 months out is very safe with good companies. There's no point to really buy a year out, though. You're going to pay some big money for those. If it's a very, very bullish company, a year out's fine. Just make sure you're buying 4 months out. I'm telling you, I want to get this game plan out to as many people as possible. And I've had tons and tons of people, that are, saying that, my game plan doesn't work. But I'm telling you, slow and steady wins the race. I keep telling people that. That's my slogan. Slow and steady wins the race. Okay, that should be your game plan, guys. Not slow as buying dividend stocks and index funds. Jesus, we want to make $1 million before we die. Okay, your dividend stocks and your index funds is not going to get you there if you're buying them in today's time. Maybe 30, 40 years ago. Once again, I always bring this story up. It's a very funny story, but a guy I know at the gym. He's an older gentleman. He's in his 50s. We hang out and talk all the time, work out. He owns $6 million in Philip Morris. So he owns $6 million in a cigarette company. And if you look at Philip Morris dividend, he's making some money. And if you guys do the math, you'll see he's probably making $200,000, $300,000 in his sleep. And, he's an old timer buying 35, 40 years ago, and that's what you get when you put in $6 million and a great dividend stock. So if I had, let's just say for example, if I had $5 million, and I'm getting on the right game plan to be very, very successful, I put $1 million in a dividend stock, a couple of dividend stocks that I really like, trying to get 5 to 7% returns. But if you're very young like me, you do not need to be buying these dividend stocks right now. So that's just a story, A millionaire I know, has got a lot of dividend stocks. So I just don't think if your net worth is under 100K, under 50K, you should not be buying. You shouldn't be buying dividend stocks yet until you get more money. So bigger net worth. NIO seems a bit pricey right now. It just depends on your time frame of how long. Greetings. I hope to see you in the Patreon. Appreciate it. Best 20. Sorry. NIO seems a bit pricey right now. I did load up on NIO around $56. I mean, I bought a lot, guys. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I'm pretty bullish. I spent close to 10 grand. I just kept buying. Like I said, I'm trying to accumulate these shares. So I bought a lot. I bought another 10 grand. I'm looking long term. These ups and downs, I don't even care. I'm long term on this one. So I just believe in the market in China. That's what I'm talking about. And they're already planning to go to overseas, and it's ridiculous. So best $20 a month I've ever spent. Thank you, bro. Up 18,000 in 2 months, guys. I'm telling you. I try to not be too aggressive marketing my Patreon, but I'm telling you, I'm really out here to help as many people as I can. This is a game plan that, it just takes patience, but you can hit it big if you just listen, to the things I'm telling you, and you have strong hands and can handle these fluctuations in the market. You're going to kill it. So, hey, congratulations. 18 grand, that's a lot of money. Do you have APXT calls? I do have APXT calls. Thinking about selling my shares for calls. I bought both. I put like 3 grand, 5 grand in stock, and I put another 2-3 grand in options. So I do have the choice, if the options are successful, to exercise, maybe 30% of them to add to the shares, get some free shares. So as long as you're buying April or July APXT calls, you should be fine. I've been recommending 12, 15, 17s. These are all great prices. Of course, I bought in a little early. So right now, I am up a teeny bit on my APXT, but we have had $2 pullback, which is fine. These things happen in early stages with SPAC stocks, and we've seen this happen with BFT. So guys, you see this stuff, these fluctuations, you can't be scared. Look what's happening to BFT. The word is getting out, the radar is growing, and the same thing is going to happen with APXT. Okay, people here on BFT, they start hearing Fortnite, they start hearing Roblox, they start hearing Twitch, Spotify, YouTube. It's just it just clicks, and then it starts getting around to the hedge funds. They start buying it. The same thing with APXT. When they start hearing a cloud company that's making over $200 million in revenue, partnered with Microsoft, feeding off of Microsoft's users, these things start clicking, and that's when stocks start running. You just need to be in it before the runs happen, and you got to hold. And guys, these calls I'm buying freaking April, May. This is a long time, guys. We're already in the new year, and I'm talking about calls that are halfway through this year, guys. I mean, that's how it takes to make this big money. You're talking about dedicating half of your year of your life to holding through the ups and downs of these companies, and that's what it takes to hit big, to hit these 500%, 1,000% gains. It is possible. You just can't sell because of the red when the company is a good company. Okay, if a company is revenues decreasing, sales decreasing, bad customer service, that's when you want to sell out of companies that are not making good money, that are not innovating, that are not growing. So that's just how it goes. No weak hands. Sometimes my hands are too strong. It can kind of set me. It can have a setback, but you gotta no weak hands. Can't wait to see more 900% gains. This stuff is possible, and I'm telling you, I'm gonna be having multiple gains in the next 3-4 months. I mean, I think I'm gonna hit a couple 10x's very soon. I mean, it's just a matter of time. So I think more 10x's are gonna be coming. BNGO, like Pacific Genomics, starting the same way. Okay, I'll take a look into it later. Any thoughts on CRDF? It's down so much, but a lot of potential. I'll write it down, and I'll write those down just to see. Separate. Guys, I do this full time, so I'm researching companies all the time. You gotta think there's hundreds of thousands of companies out there, tens of thousands. I mean, it's an ocean, guys. There's tons of companies that you would never believe that people are making money off. A small group of people. So I'm gonna write some companies down, just to look, and if I find companies that I really like, I'll bring them up in the next coming weeks. Yeah, when Shitron said that stuff about NIO a few months ago, I sold my $20 calls for January 15th. Oh my God, man. I'm sorry. And guess what? That is probably the best thing that's ever going to happen to you. You learned a huge lesson in the market, about these shorters out there. And you learned a great lesson, just not believe in the nonsense. They want to buy weak share. They want to buy shares. They want to, feed off the weak hands and sell puts, stuff like that. That's just what these big hedge funds and stuff do. Thoughts on Fubu? I'll have to look more into it. I keep hearing a lot about it. It is a very volatile stock. I mean, that thing goes up and down like I've never seen. I mean, my God, the freaking, I don't even know. The IV on that thing must be freaking 200, 300. I mean, that thing is insane. What's your thoughts on hyliion, man? Honestly, I really do think hyliion would not have dropped as much as it did if its biggest competitor, Nikola, was faking everything, no engines, no sales, completely trying to scam people out of money, CEO fling. I think if that didn't happen, I think the lowest hyliion would have hit was potentially $35-40. I think more people would have stayed in the company longer term for them to hit that, bigger revenue in that trucking market down the road. Guys, a sell-off is completely fine with SPAC stocks. We've seen it happen multiple times, but Jesus, this company went from $60 to absolutely nothing, and that was right when Nikola had the absolute worst news ever. Kramer protected himself, bashing Nikola, bashing Nikola, bashing hyliion, saying these companies are jokes. So that's just that's what I think the reason why it dropped to literally nothing. And, I don't think it would have happened if, their biggest competitor was living more up to, what they were doing, instead of just lying. So I think another thing is the CEO couldn't recover himself because they're not a good marketing company over there at Hyliion. That's just the truth. So those two things, bad marketing, biggest competitor fraud, no sales for a couple of years, that's what you get. That's what happens. And a lot of people have been blaming me for months and months. I told people when I sold. I just think, a lot of things went wrong. And especially, that thing was merging during, peak CV epidemic, elections picking up, guys, tons and tons of things happening. So that's just the truth. I've been asked this question thousands of times. A lot of people say I'm the reason why Hyliion moved up. That's physically impossible. That's a company with millions and millions of shares. I'm sure I moved up the stock maybe $5, but there was thousands of other people talking about Hyliion and the potential they have in a new market with trucking. So I just want to get that off my chest. I get the bad, I get the news about that company all the time. But guys, I'm freaking 10xing over here, 3xing, 5xing, and I'm up. I'm pretty much up like $60,000. And like, I'm not even putting in that much money. I'm up like 60 grand in the market right now. I'm playing slow and steady. And, I have a lot of people that come to me that are having, problems making money in the market. And, their problems, become solved when they enter my Patreon. So being completely serious, the Patreon is not a joke. You can take a look at the link above, click it. You'll have an Instagram linked, and you can read up on all the reviews on the Patreon before you even enter it on the Instagram. Post reviews week in and week out. I'll do another update. I know a lot of people send me messages. I don't even have time to post the reviews of how many gains people are experiencing. So just take a look at the link, read up on it, check out the Instagram. I'm telling you, slow and steady wins the race. I'm not scamming people. I'm not putting people in any high-risk situations with penny stocks. I'm making sure everyone has excellent cushion on these call options. I'll answer your questions on call options. I'll tell you when you should sell, you should hold, double down. There's just a lot of opportunity, guys. I have a lot of time on my hands because I do this full time. And I want you guys to know, once again, I don't make any money on YouTube. Something happened on my first channel where, someone was sending bot activity to my channel. So I'm one of the only YouTubers out of thousands of YouTubers. I'm the only one that does not make any money, but I make, some of the biggest money on Patreon because of the success people are having month in and month out. So I try to do marketing, but like I said, on these lives, you see what people are saying, and it's really good stuff that people are saying. And I really do think I can keep this up for the next 5 years, 10 years plus. Slow and steady wins the race. And I think you're getting a really good bang for your buck compared to these other $200, $300, $400, $500 stock trading platforms where the people can't even really help you or interact with you. It's just an automated system that's just, pretty much just a scam. So $20. I don't know what else to tell you. What do you think of CCIV? Let me see. 1 second. 1 second, guys. Let me get to these questions. I'm going to start running through these questions really quickly. Okay. Kyle, you're the man. Jumped on NIO, made 54,000 on NIO day calls. My God. Hey, man, if you're ever in Florida, you can buy me some Zaxby's or some Chick-fil-A, BurgerFi. So just let me know whenever you're around here. I'm in Tampa, Florida. If I have the capital, should I get NIO May 2021, January 2022, or January 2023? Asking for my paper account. If you really have strong hands and, you want to hold through a lot of ups and downs, May absolutely minimum. I was really looking into just last week. I was thinking about buying I was looking into the January 2022 calls. I don't think I really need to spend the big money on the 23s right now, but the January 2022 is a really good call. I'd probably go with right now the maybe like the 70s, 65, 70, 75s. Because guys, things just click to me very quickly on what call option to buy. It has to do with the timing, has to do of the price of the option, and I just know how to find that sweet spot to have, you know, low capital and, you know, hit big on the options at the same time. So yeah, January is really good. I really appreciate it, Ricardo. IDEX options, yeah, I bought some stock on that one. I don't know about options. That's high risk. You think VGAC will go back down? Potentially, possibly, but the thing is, it was a great day to buy. A lot of uncertainty with inauguration today on a couple companies. It was a great buying opportunity for a couple. Fuel cell was hit hard. XPV, Lee, Plug, all of the clean energy got hit pretty hard. So let's see. So it's possible. Exercise my $15 SPE call. Golly. That's a very good call. Congratulations. That stock will be good long term. Ride is just one I've pretty much haven't had a lot of interest in compared to other companies out there. I mean, I've been slowly taking it off the recommendation. It just depends on the price. I was recommending it very highly at the $12, $14 range, not right now. Colin GX, which month, July or April do you have? I got April, but I think this one will pick up a little steam. I mean, to get my money, break even is like 13 bucks. So I'm not really worried about it once this thing merges. But, you know, as long as you have a low call on that one, 10, 12 is very fine. But I'm thinking about accumulating more shares, going with some $7 strikes and exercising those. So I like that one. Yep, July call is very good. I'm up 850% on Plug. The stock is falling some now. It was up to 900% about 10 days ago. My call expires March 19th. Should I sell now or wait? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you're up pretty damn big. I'd probably sell. It could probably bounce back soon, but I mean, it's very safe to sell and just keep it moving, get on to the next one. Yeah, I mean, Ride, yeah, the pre-orders I've been seeing, 4.5 bill. That's not bad at all. Cut a negative 15%, 70-30, BFT April call, price target. The price target really depends on the merger date. You know, it depends on the merger date because if the stock goes too high, it'll come down. But if it's really low, it can bounce up. But I've watched a lot of mergers, guys, and I'm telling you, they're all different. I mean, OPENDOOR sold off 10 bucks, but QuantumScape, you know, sold off for 4 days, ran up like crazy. It just depends on the company. I think OPENDOOR wouldn't have fell as much if it wasn't during the ending of December where the tax harvesting was in place. So BFT April call, I think that stock could easily see 30 bucks. I mean, this thing is a tank. People are clueless out there selling for losses and shorting that. I mean, the day traders are getting pitiful at this point, trying to mess with that stock. And like I said, anyone trying to run puts on that one, look at them. They're screwed. This thing's running to like 19 bucks next coming week. So IDEX is a good play. Stocks are good. Options are just a little volatile. NIO stock prediction by the end of January. Are you saying this month? Because the end of January is like 10 days out. I mean, I think the stock could make its way up to 65 bucks. That's definitely possible. NIO stock prediction by the end of January. Yeah. What options are better, in the money or out of the money? I recommend slightly out of the money. Slightly out of the money is probably the best. If you go, I see people going way too far out, buying like 50-cent calls, like $10, $20 over the stock price. That's not smart. Do you think it's a bit? Highland, do you think it's a bit now? I'm not too sure about what that means. What's up, Kyle? Thanks for your hard work. I appreciate it. Is good. Monthly dividend stock, though. Yeah. How do you feel about multi-plan 12.5 April calls, please? I mean, personally, I wouldn't touch those. I would pass. Like I said, it was the Churchill. I would pass on that. Is that ZM? Zoom. It's, once again, that's a very volatile stock. as we can see with the epidemic going to like 900 to 300. I mean, I think I wouldn't buy it at this price range right now. I mean, it's too high for me, very high. I wouldn't buy it. Got NIO January 2022 $60 call. Man, you're trying to kill it. January 2022 call. Wait, is that January 2022 or January in 3 days? I don't know. All stocks are overvalued right now. Yeah, I mean stocks are a little bit overvalued, but I wouldn't say all of them are overvalued. It's just people price in a lot to the future, but just because a stock's overvalued doesn't mean they can force people into selling the stock. Is the thing. They can make as many bad articles as they can, but they can't necessarily make people sell their stocks. But if you got this, I want to say something real quick. If we think stocks are overvalued right now, mainly because of the sell-off, that happened in March because of the epidemic, guys, think about how overvalued stocks are going to be 3 to 5 years from now. I mean, stocks are going to be like holy grails. People trying to load money into them. People are not going to want to put their money in banks. I mean, you think they're overvalued now? Just be ready, because stocks are going to be overvalued like crazy 5 years from now. It's just more and more people with Robinhood growing out there are going to become more accustomed to investing in the stock market. I mean, the platform might 10x. The Robinhood platform might 10x their users in the next couple of years. So just understand, you're going to have tons and tons of high schoolers buying into companies as soon as they see some good headlines. So just know the stock market is just getting started. How many sources of income do you have? I have a lot of income right now. I mean, I do one-on-one trading, I do Patreon right now, and I have side jobs I do with family members. So I have a couple. YouTube was like my fourth. I lost that one, but I do think I'll start another YouTube channel. I know this is funny. I will start a third YouTube channel down the road once I get a new computer, new Wi-Fi connection, new everything. I mean, I just think a lot of stuff was happening because of the first YouTube channel, the one you're on right now. This is the Big Money Mindset one. Oh, please, if anyone is not following my second YouTube channel, please follow that channel. Give me 1 second real quick. One second. Let me just plug my YouTube channel really quickly. I'll really appreciate it. Okay, yeah. Sorry, you guys are just gonna have to find it. It's the Big Money Mindset 2 channel. I mean, I'm on the Big Money Mindset 1 right now, so I can't switch over, but you'll find my other Big Money Mindset 2 YouTube channel. That's where I'm posting videos daily. I just go live on here sometimes, so be sure to take a look at that channel and please follow it. I pushed my mother to start investing in ETFs except ARK. Do you have suggestions to diversify? She doesn't want options and growth stocks because of lack of time. I mean, I would roll with ARK, to be honest. They're doing it better than anyone. I think that's one of the better ones. That's what I would recommend. IPOB. It's open now. It's not IPOB no more, but yeah, OPENDOOR. I'm telling you, freaking hold. Hold. Hyliion $85 call. You never know. IPOB. I think is this guy IPOB? Yeah, I mean, I'll post my calls on the Patreon. I'll post them tomorrow. Yeah, man, I was down 2K in October when I joined in NIO 20. It was my first call. Made it to 26K. Jesus. Please, fam, check out Guilt. Israeli satellite company. Yeah, I'll take a look at it. I've heard of that one. I haven't really looked into it. I know that one's been around for a little while, but I'll look into it. I'll add it to the list. Any thoughts about lidar companies? I think they're a long way out right now. I'd have to look. There's a couple right now that were SPAC mergers. I think money can be put better places right now. Yeah, man. Open, good to go. Hold open. I'm telling you. Hold Persian Square. I bought a couple options on this one. I bought a couple options on Persian Square, and I think right now I'm gonna be honest. I don't think they have anyone right now. I'm gonna be honest. Like it's a weird one. I only put a little bit of money into it, but I don't think they have one yet. People yet, but we will see. I could be wrong. Maybe by March they might release something. We're gonna see. I think the news would have broke out by now, if it was actually like Stripe weed stocks. I'm not big into weed stocks yet. It's just a very volatile market as well right now. I've seen those things run up. People say, they're going to 10x and they drop. It's just, I'm not into it yet. I mean, I know a couple companies, Planet 13, stuff like that, but I'm not into it yet, but I might add a little bit of money. Any thoughts on Apple call since earnings coming? Yeah, I mean, those are good. It's just you need big money to buy those. That's not really what I do on my Patreon, but those are good. It's just big money to get into those. Tim, what stock are you talking about? Sorry, I lost track. Hey, Kyle, love your stuff. I appreciate it. Really appreciate it. Thanks so much. Patreon recently joined. Do you recommend ARK ETFs? I would recommend for ARK ETFs just to wait. I would get into the space one when it comes out. I'm going to buy into it. Guys, I mean, I got a lot of money right now, but I feel very comfortable putting maybe 5, 10K in the ARK ETF. If anyone wants to comment below and tell me what they think the stock price is going to be released at, I didn't really look into it yet. Is ARK ETF going to be 20 or 50? I'm not sure, but if it's 20 bucks, I want to get in on it the first day. 2-3 year hold it. Don't even look at it. I mean, that's all you really need to do at this point. I appreciate it. Thanks so much. I understand it. Where's Danny Boy at? We'll get him on soon. Let me see. That's funny. That's funny. Kyle with the fire new back. I appreciate it. Thanks. AMD to pop. ARK leaps are the key to the market. Yeah, that's nice. Slow and steady. Slow and steady. I say low and slow. Up 223% on IPOE $20 May calls. I'm guessing a lot of my Patreon members are up 200% right now on those calls, but you guys haven't been really telling me, man. I want to hear this stuff. So, if you're up on those IPOE May 20s that I was forcing you guys to buy, people ask me, Kyle, you still recommending those calls? I mean, you've been recommending for. I'm like, buy them, buy them, buy them. I think it's only getting started, man. Hold. The word is just getting out, man. People have no idea. They made $5 billion, $4 billion last year or 2019. People are clueless. I think freaking Redfin makes like I don't know, like not even a fifth of that. Jesus. Yeah, I'm gonna make a new channel again. I gotta get some stuff sorted out. New computer. I'm gonna start a channel. The new channel is gonna be a little different. I'm gonna talk about stocks. I'm gonna talk about saving money, debt, loans, a lot of cool stuff. I'm trying to help people out in a little way as possible. Eating out, guys. I'm telling you, I rarely eat out anymore. I eat out probably once per week. I'm telling you guys, I'm going to the top. I'm cutting down on all expenses right now. And I'm telling you guys, you got to just make smart decisions. Alcohol, marijuana. This is stuff that can, hit you hard. I was just telling some of my buddies, that are big. A lot of my buddies, are not into stocks like me, but a lot of my buddies, are big into, pot. Smoke a lot of weed. Which is completely fine if you have the money to pay for it. But I was just trying to explain to them, like, let's say you smoke, I'd say $30 a week a day, maybe $20. We'll say 20, okay? $20 a day times 365. I mean, that's $7,300. I mean, you could have put that into a, you know what I'm saying? You could put that into BFT, $7,000 instead of smoking weed, and, you know, turn into 70 grand in 2 years, stuff like that. It's just little things, you know, that can take you to the top. A lot of people just don't understand. So I used to smoke a lot of marijuana 4 years ago. I don't smoke any weed no more. I'm really focused. I'm laser focused right now on the end goal, and the end goal is just big money for everyone. That's the goal. Can you show the plays live? I don't really know how to do that right now. I mean, maybe I'll do a video when I buy some options. I could do some live videos on that. I could have done one today, but I'll try to see what I can do. Best 20 I ever spent. I'm glad to hear, man. No backs. I fly to Florida to party once a month. Palm Beach. Yeah, Palm Beach is pretty cool. What's a safe number to pull out and take profits? It's more of like a percentage gain if you're happy with. I mean, I really think if you're buying options, there's no reason you should be pulling out at 100% gains if you're buying options out long. So, all right, have a good night. Thanks for joining. I know whoever screwed up my account is a terrible human being. Hey, some people, hey, everything happens for a reason. So, guys, my first channel got banned. What did I do? Still posted videos. Made a second channel. My second channel got banned on YouTube. Does that mean I roll over and quit? No, I do this for you guys. I want to make sure people know about the opportunities. Just because I make $0 on YouTube does not mean I'm going to quit posting videos, okay? Yeah, sure, the Patreon makes a lot of money, but this is double income, you know, the YouTube, and I'm posting videos nonstop, trying to get the name out of, you know, my Patreon and trying to get as many people, you know, to be successful. So I'm not going to stop making videos, doing lives just because YouTube doesn't pay me. I don't really give a shit. So it is what it is. I'll maybe get a YouTube channel down the road, another one. So you never know. But I'm still trying to get my subs up on Big Money Mindset too. So be sure to sub to that channel. I have 2,000 for calls. How would you play it? I would go with 4 companies. You probably get 6 calls at it. Just try and go 4 companies. You know, definitely the top 10s I've been recommending. Haha, dude, grab another line. Oh, hyliion. I like workhorse. What are you doing on ARK ETFs? I like them. They're big money. They're doing very well. I would just look into the holdings to make sure you understand what they're holding. Is January 22 NIO $30 call? 30? No, I think that, no, I wouldn't go that low on a strike. That's pretty damn low. Damn, you Amazon call options, man, you must got some big money. I wouldn't touch those. I mean, that thing's been pretty damn stagnant, and it's kind of overvalued. I wouldn't touch Amazon calls. Those are maybe like March when it went down to like 1,500 a stock, but at this level, I would not touch those. CCIV, Palantir. Yeah, I would definitely make sure you go with minimum 70 on any 2022 calls. Minimum 70. Dude, the bongo, man, that thing, BNGO, that thing is going crazy. I mean, I'm not really in it right now. That's just a highly volatile stock. Lots and lots of offerings. So workhorse April calls, I would pass on the workhorse calls at this point because it's a lot of speculation going on with them. I mean, they pushed the damn USPS back months, so I wouldn't touch those. Sorry, my eyes are red, guys. I just filmed a bunch of videos today. I got back from the gym. My eyes get a little red late night. I'm doing a lot of research and stuff. Yeah. What's up? 1 year price target for workhorse. If everything works out workhorse, yeah, I think it could go to like $60. Buy hyliion now is not a bad idea. I mean, I think they are a good fundamental company. Palantir. I've been recommending Palantir since $12. I've been recommending deep calls May for people. So The original happened with the first channel is I had someone send some bot activity to the channel, you know, sending robots trying to mess with the channel. Pretty much what happened was Google AdSense banned me, and you know they ban you for activity that's, you know, not legitimate, and I tried to fight it, couldn't get out of it. They did steal $5,000, $4,000 to $5,000 from me that I made for YouTube ads. $5,000 stolen from me from Google. So thanks, Google. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm pretty much from Tampa, Florida. I live like 15 minutes away. Can't find a second. Ah, damn. Hang on. Shit. Oh man, hang on 1 second. God dang, I got lost. Okay, hang on 1 second. Yeah, the second channel is called Big Money Mindset 2. If you just type in NIO stock right now, I did a video on NIO stock talking about their factory. You will find the Big Money Mindset 2 channel very fast if you type in NIO stock. My video should be up there. It has to do with the factory they're building. Trending pretty hard on that video. Appreciate it, YouTube. Respect. I wouldn't do Amazon calls right now. Hey, I appreciate it, man. Hey, I really appreciate it. Thanks for joining the Patreon, man. Thanks for the support. Guys, I did buy 10 VGAC contracts. I bought 10. The price was, 1 second, $2,200 I spent on them, okay? I felt pretty confident, you know, that the stock would be like 15, 14 bucks break even by then. So I did roll with those. They were pretty damn cheap. Guys, those were like $2. I can't believe, like I'm telling you, Robinhood will adjust stocks that think they're gonna run hard and they'll price them pretty high. But yeah, I stole those calls from Robinhood, so appreciate it, Robinhood. Got y'all on that one. Y'all are gonna be pissed you didn't hop on that one and adjust the calls. Don Tolliver, bro. All right, I'll take a look at him. I wrote it down. Apple moves too slow. Ah, man. I feel you a little bit on that, man. Some of these companies that have been around for a while, they do move a lot slower. They're just been around for a while. A lot of shares. It's just, I feel you, man. I'm in on these big money stocks right now. Not too sure about Ali Financial. I appreciate it. G-Nog. Sup from Toronto, man. I've been to Toronto. I've been to Uxbridge. Let me know if you've been to Uxbridge. I snowboarded out in Uxbridge, and I've been to Toronto as well. The stock I was talking about is called VGAC, and it's a potential. It's going to be a potential big play with the Richard, CEO of Virgin. They're predicting a big company, kind of like the IPO stock, the IPOE stock. So it's VGAC, and it's going to be potentially a big play if a good company gets announced. It's a very speculative play. It's kind of high risk, but it's not that high risk at the price I bought it. IPOB is open, yes. IPOB is gone. It is open now. You can help me out. You won't answer none of my questions. I don't know what your question is. I just answered the question. You just said, what's the stock? I answered it. No eating out. Prove it by unzipping that USF jacket. Guys, so a lot of people have been messaging me on my Instagram. So yes, I was training. I was doing personal training. I was very serious. I had like an online fitness business I was doing in fitness, and I was very, very muscular. I was a lot larger. I really enjoyed working out. Some people saw my before pics, but guys, I had a serious surgery. I had a surgery from acid reflux, and it caused me to lose 40 pounds. I lost about 40 pounds. I'm working out heavy right now, and all this guy eats is corn dogs, PB&Js, and chips. Shaking my head. Yeah, guys, I have really good genetics for fitness. Like I can, eat a lot of stuff and I still stay pretty ripped. But I'm getting all my weight back that I lost from surgery. I lost 40 pounds, so I'm getting up. You drink? You a college boy? No, I really don't drink. I rarely drink. Like the only time I'll drink is if it's like a big birthday party or something like that. Chilling with some friends. So I don't really drink. BFT Rocket. I bought ARC Geonomics at 99 today at 112. Damn, that's crazy. Palantir options go long. Big on BFT. Open NIO. Me too. Top spec under 15 right now. Nano. VGAC. A lot of the good ones have moved up already. So APXT. I'd recommend that one too. Why did you get banned? I didn't get banned because of anything I did. I did everything normal. YouTube, making videos. Someone didn't like because they were stealing my content and I was reporting their channel because they were stealing my stuff. And what they did was they tried to threaten me about, money and stuff like that, unblocking the things. And they sent robot activity. It's very easy if you're smart. You can send bot activity to anyone's channel. What happens is it's a robot that watches your ads thousands of times and it causes your revenue to go up drastically, and then Google shuts you down because it's fake revenue. They think you're sending fake robots, so they just sent robots to my videos. It's very easy to get banned on YouTube. YouTube does not really have any defense mechanism or cyber security network to protect you. It is YouTube is a company that needs to really work on their innovation because they are lagging behind compared to the spammers out there. Any ambition on Titan medical robot technology tied in with medical sounds like a new way? I'll have to look it up. I'll write it down. I'm writing a lot of these companies down that people are talking about. Okay. Yo, Kyle, we got to find the next $10 hitter. Don't post here. It's Patreon only. Hey, man, I'm finding them nonstop. I'll put some more updates in the Patreon. You only buy calls or do you hold any stocks as well? Yeah, I got stocks as well. I have a portfolio of like $50,000 in stocks, doing very well. Added NIO, Roku, Square, tons of companies I have stocks in as well. Any money on CCIV? I don't have any money on that one yet. I don't have any money on it yet because there hasn't been big news on it. That's any confirmation. So, yeah, I appreciate it. Oh, damn, hang on to read this. Hang on a second. GM, electric van, and good company, lots of opportunity. Yeah, no, seriously, General Motors, I do like them. Man, anyone buying General Motors in April, man, they're doing very well. So, yeah, General Motors is looking pretty damn good. It looks like they're adjusting very accordingly to the EV sector. So, ride calls pass, but they could potentially do good. $30 call, average cost $12.40, expiration January 2023, up 206%. Man, you're in early. That could be worth a lot of money down the road, man. Just hold, man. Hold. How do you feel about Tattoo Shed? What's the outlook on their price point? I think if the earnings go very well, guys, they make a lot of money. They could see like $35, so it could see some gap up from here. Yeah, any Patreon folks in here? I'm sure there's tons of Patreon folks in here. I mean, I wish you guys would tell me some of these gains you're making in the Patreon. Just go ahead and comment, and I'll post them to the Instagram, and, you guys can help me out even more than you already have. So, I see, yes, I'm a Patreon member. Piece of shit, YouTube. Look out for that for live streaming soon. Crypto backed. Found you and subscribe, Kyle. Thank you. Hey, no problem. Patreon is bomb. Guys, I put in so much work on the Patreon. No one on Patreon, I don't care how many Patreon members they have, no one's on the level that I'm on. Guys, I'm on stocks when I tell you 16, 18 hours a day. That's all I do. I go to the gym, I eat, I sleep, and I'm on stocks. I'm on everything imaginable for the companies that I'm recommending. Like, there's a lot of companies that I don't know, but I'll do research on some of these early ones. You guys have any recommendations on stocks? Please try to keep them over $2-3. I don't really want to look into anything under $1. I don't need to be in. You don't have to be in on a stock that early to make big money. So if it's over $3, you can send it to me. I'll take a look at it. But I'm really not in the mood to buy anything under $3. So got a lot of buying power. Wondering if there will be a major pullback, mini crash. This has been happening multiple times. These big pullbacks. I'm telling you. If anyone wants to understand, the investors nowadays, guys, we eat up dips. Someone was bringing that to my attention. Someone in like some freaking group chat. Do you guys have any idea the investors nowadays? We eat dips for breakfast. These big red days, they get eaten up in like 2 days. So we eat dips. So these pullbacks, if it's not something drastic like a, epidemic, guys, companies aren't going to continue to be overvalued. Hopefully they make it up with revenue increases. Guys, I'm bullish on the market right now. We had a large pullback December, guys. It was a heavy pullback for like 10 days. I'm very bullish. We thought we were going to have more pullbacks with the inauguration. We looked solid today. A lot of red in the market, but stuff I was buying was doing solid. I'm bullish. What I think Joe Biden is going to do, this is, guys, I don't get into politics for anyone that follows me. I think Joe Biden's game plan, you got to think, if you're a president, you want to look good. You want to do great things with the world. I think he's going to roll out the vaccine drastically. That's what I think. That's my price prediction. I think it's going to cause the market to be better, real estate market to be better, businesses to be better. I think the vaccine gets rolled out nationwide. That's what I'm predicting. I think it's going to come out. That's the only thing I'm going to cover in politics right now. Okay, vaccine is going to get pushed heavy. The market is going to go very green. That's the best I can tell you. Okay, some companies out there are overvalued. They'll have pullbacks. That's reasonable. But there's no reason for a stock market crash. Tons of retail are buying up dips. So, and these hedge funds are in the market too. They're trying to make money. They're not scared. They're going in. They're bullish as well. Yep. Get submerged in the stock game. I'll see you there. 132 options. Yeah, that's a lot. I'm trying to get into that range slowly. DraftKings is good. It's good. It's just sports. You got to think. Sports was getting hammered the past year. They're not making the big money they want on these boxing, UFC, NFL, NBA fights. Things getting canceled. DraftKings is going to be good down the road. I'm telling you, it could be a crazy stock down the road. It's just they're into sports. Sports are getting hammered. I bought some DraftKings. I got a couple grand in it. I can't comment on the CCIV and Lucid potential. It could be big. It's not there yet, and I just don't know. Hey, what's good? What's up? Appreciate it. No problem. Hey, appreciate it. Shout out from Florida. I've been to NYC before. I like NYC. CTRM. I have to look into that one. I'll write it down. I mean, like I said, a lot of these penny stocks, there's thousands out there, guys. Thousands of penny stocks. And day traders trade stocks that aren't even good or have any potential, okay? You can make money on it. Understand, you can make money on a penny stock if it's no good. It goes up and down. It'll stay under 50 cents. People just swing them. So every penny stock is not a good one. Can't stop drinking. That's funny. It's all right. As long as you can be moderate, you just don't get trashed and driving and stuff. Go EV. I finally had to pass on Go EV. The reason why I wouldn't have passed on Go EV if my calls were further out. If I had further calls with Go EV like May, I would have held. But just the volatility on that one, I had to get out of it. There's just a lot of rumors. Marketing is not good. I think it'll be a good play. It's just they're out big, kind of like hyliion down the road. Their big revenue is down the road, so I passed on GoEV. I would have probably held if I had made calls, but my February calls were running out. Hey, really appreciate it, Debbie. Thank you. Yeah, hacking happens nowadays. People are, if you guys look, I mean, I delete thousands of spam comments a day. People are pretending to be me. Sucks. So, BFT or NIO? Oh my God. Don't ask me that question. That's a good question. Totally different companies. I like them both. I like both. I'm sorry. I can't answer that question. CleanSpark got passed right now because of how much it moved up. I'll have to look into that one. Nano 1 year price target. Ooh, that's a good question. Jesus. So I gave people a bullish price target on Nano, which I think, once again, I think my price prediction, guys, if you notice, my price predictions that I personally recommend, of course, I do funny thumbnails, you know, get people excited for years out. But guys, my price points are pretty damn solid. The NIO day, guys, I told everyone $70 NIO day. When NIO, listen to this, when NIO was at 38, 37 bucks, I told people, listen to me, $70 NIO day, post-merger NIO day, whatever, one day, it doesn't matter, just right around NIO day. 67 we touched. I was $3 off. That's, see guys, I'm pretty pinpoint on, I understand the market, I understand psychology. Very good price points I put on that NIO stock. $3 off. So told people what to expect, and it pretty much happened. I did say a sell-off was going to happen after. People were like, it's not happening. I said, just wait, it's going to happen, and the sell-off happened. So guys, I understand a lot how people work, a lot of these day traders. So Nano, I gave a bullish price prediction. I did say, I remember what I said. I said April. I said Nano can reach 25 bucks. And if you guys see, it's looking like it could potentially happen. So I did say Nano could hit April 25, but 1 year price target, that's a different, that's a tough one. I mean, just to be safe, if you're playing calls right now, you could say 35, 40 to be safe, but for sure, my April call I really think is going to be accurate. And yes, I'm going to make a lot of money on those call options I bought now. I bought like 6, I think. I was buying $10 calls when it was 8. I'm already over my break even or something like that. So once again, it's all about timing, guys. I did that on a stock offering pullback where they did an offering. It's all about timing. Don't post here. This stuff ain't free. Like I said, guys, you've seen hundreds of comments on the Instagram, on here. These people are seeing significant, gains inside of the market. Read up on the bio on the Patreon. Read up on it. I put out a call option listing every Sunday. I've never missed a call option listing. The call option listing for next Sunday is going to be much tighter, just because I have a lot of people asking questions about which ones to enter. So be expecting a top 25 of companies to buy. I might take some off the list. Some get taken off the list if the price action is not where I want it to be, but be expecting a top 25. And also, it's not, the Patreon is not just a Sunday watch list, guys. I might not buy for 2 weeks. I might buy back-to-back days. If I see buying opportunities, I notify you the moment I buy the stock. You're gonna get the moment I buy it, and you can just download the app on Patreon. It's very good from what reviews I've been hearing from people. The app is very good. I'm guessing people are getting updates very quick. It's like a text message or email. So I'm telling you, there's a lot of probably just relocating other stocks. Roku has ran up a lot, so I'm expecting her to sell off some of Roku. It's gone up a lot. I'm already like 3x on Roku. I mean, I was buying that around April. Very good company, but it's, godly, that thing ran up fast. You got to pay up. That's funny. Just did the work in Blink. Looks like a good spot to buy. A good spot to buy. Your thoughts? I have to look at the price on it. I have recommended it a couple weeks back. It was a lot cheaper. SoFi long term, yes. Man, guys, once again, you have to react very quickly on these plays. As you can see, SoFi was already running. SoFi already ran to 10 to 14, 10 to 15 before the announcement even made. You can see how the new investors are reacting. People are buying SPAC stocks that don't have companies, and you know what I'm saying. I have to get on it too. If VGAC is a good company, I got it. I can exercise some options. So yes, SoFi long term great. Jesus, like I need to get on SoFi for some stocks options. I got to get on a SoFi, but the problem is the damn thing won't stop running, and I don't buy on big green. But it's like, if the damn thing hits 30, I'll have to pass, and it sucks. But people wanted to people wanted to not buy BFT. Guess what? I bought BFT. We bought BFT heavy in the 12, 13, $14 range, and it's just, guys, timing. It sucks, but like if you want to hit big on these SPAC stocks, you got like 6 hours to get a good entry price, in the first day, 6 hours before it runs up pre-market and stuff like that. So yeah, SoFi, great company, big money behind that one, big money, big revenue. Jesus, that's a good company, man. I'm disappointed I couldn't. I think it's, I don't know. Yeah, Lil Dirt. I don't know who that is. Yeah, listening to some rap. Hey, appreciate it. Thanks for joining. NIO up huge. Kyle has me up 1,000% on PPP. Jesus, guys, the rocket fuel's out there. I am. Big gains, man. I'm trying to get to them options, man. I'm building up my portfolio the right way. I mean, guys, I buy stocks, I buy options, I sell options. If I really like the company, I'm gonna exercise a couple, just toss it into the long-term growth portfolio. Just like I said, 4 months minimum is the absolute minimum we're buying, guys. We're not buying anything under 4 months. If you roll with me, I promise you, you're going to get what you pay for when you're buying these longer calls. The money you put up. Can we post screenshots on the Patreon? I wouldn't post screenshots from the Patreon, but I mean, you can send me your screenshots and I'll post them on the Instagram. So VGAC call options bought today, already up 20%. Yes, great timing on those. When I bought it, I bought them at the absolute lowest today. I hate to say this, but of course, I want more people to get in on the option of VGAC with me. Of course, I want people to get in, ride it with me. I don't want to be up on people, higher gains. I want people to get the exact same gains as me, but I don't want VGAC to drop. I want it to work its way up. Of course, that's why I bought it. So you might get a buying opportunity. Just take a look. What do you think about APXT? I think the thing about APXT is I think the retail investors like myself is not going to take this stock to the next level. I think a whale hedge fund is going to take that stock to the next level. It's a cloud company. It makes nearly, if you guys want to look, just look at the Snow stock, the one that IPO'd around $200-300. APXT makes some really good money compared to Snow. I mean, the Snow revenue is not that. The Snow revenue, if you guys have been following Snowflake, the revenue on Snowflake is nothing to brag about. Let's just take a look at the revenue for Snowflake real quick. And the revenue is like 300 million or something like that, guys, or $400 million. APXT is set to do like $250 million next year, guys. This is an amazing cloud company valued at about $15 right now. I mean, it's a freaking joke. Like, and guys, I buy. You guys want to know? That's a good reason to buy a company, is to buy off their revenue, because revenue is what they're doing. They're making money. So a revenue is a great thing to look at when buying a company, to see what kind of money they're making and see if the revenue is increasing. And people are buying freaking Snow at 300 are freaking nuts. Nuts. You guys are nuts. Why would you buy Snow at 300 when you buy APXT at $10-15? People just want to buy hype because it's an IPO, okay? Because an IPO, people don't want to buy SPAC stocks. I'm telling you, SPAC stocks are very new. A lot of people haven't caught on yet, and I'm telling you, it's just going to continue to grow over time. So APXT is the shit. Let's see. Patreon is winning. Patreon ended up winning. Thanks, Scott. I appreciate it, man. Big money mindset is going up. I'm telling you, there's no telling how big money mindset can get. You know, this could become something crazy down the road. I mean, there's no telling how many people we could get inside of the Patreon. You know, I got a goal, of course, YouTube helps getting the Patreon bigger, but I'm going to get more aggressive on Instagram lives and stuff like that. You know, I want to get up to a couple thousand members. So we will see how 1 year lead calls will print. I would agree with you. We need a profit and gain section for the Patreon so we can share. Hey, I really appreciate that. You know, I feel like, I could get a lot better marketing from you guys in the Patreon. So once again, I really appreciate it. I'll see what I can do. Trust me, this guy never stops talking stocks. I hear it all day. Thoughts on some? I don't know. We'll talk about it later. Facebook, ready for a breakout? What do you think? I'd pass on Facebook at these levels. I would pass. QuantumScape, man, that thing's a weird one. Price points dropped drastically from that $100 high. That was the #1 SPAC stock all time. QuantumScape broke the #1 SPAC stock all time, but man, I really like it, and it's hovering around that 40, 50. I just think the revenue's too far out for me to buy it in the 50s. Is the thing. Love the pullbacks. Let's eat. Hell yeah. 11% on dropout, 15% on open, 15% BFT. Thank you. Yeah, not bad, not bad. Those are good companies. Yeah, I'll do a little bit more research on Jumia. It could be a big one all day. APXT is good. It takes a little bit of time. If you could get in on Tesla option, when would you do it? So far, I have few 1 year out with 300% gains. I mean, I'm thinking they're up right now, dude. It seems like however many. I'll look into the bank stocks later. I get what you're saying. They are about to rip. The thing about Tesla is like, however many bad headlines come up on Tesla, I'm telling you guys, the bad headlines cannot stop Tesla. It's crazy. Like every time I see a bad headline, it freaking goes up. I mean, if you're buying Tesla calls right now, there's a lot of calls for each month, of course, but I mean, it costs big money to go in on those calls. We can all agree on that. It costs some big money to get in on those Tesla calls, but minimum, you need to be playing 3 months out. I mean, absolute minimum. I would recommend April, but guys, you're going to have some big money on these calls. These are like 10 grand calls, so minimum 4 months for anything is what I'm recommending right now. But 300% gains already, man, you're looking great. Damn. How? 1 second. Let me read this question. I'm gonna move through these options or these questions a little faster. How many contracts should have one on any particular stock? That is definitely dependent on your income, your savings, and your risk tolerance. Someone, let's say, has someone has something like $5 grand to play with. You could be buying, you could be buying, 2 to 3 contracts on each company, 2 to 3 contracts, like I said today, I bought 10 contracts on a VGAC call, which is a high speculative stock, but that got me 10 contracts for $2 grand, which is very cheap. $200 option is cheap as hell. So it just depends. I mean, anyone can buy options, with a couple $100, you can get 1 to 2 options. So that's a very tough question to ask. I know you don't ever cover crypto, but do any coins now? I really don't. I don't own coins right now. Any type of coins, actually. How about Fubo? That one I'm still looking into. It's an up and down every other day. It's a crazy stock. I'll have to look into it more. DraftKings, I'm telling you, DraftKings is gonna pick up after the pandemic. That's a good one. It's a little high right now. I gotta agree with you, but I mean, if you want a safer play, I mean, it's not a bad play. Not a bad play to add a little bit of money to. CCIV, yeah, all rumors. Laugh out loud, Lambo stock. Yeah, it's tough. I'm not buying into it right now, but I want to move to Florida and buy a yacht. Guys, I'm in Florida right now, and the weather's like 60. I know some of you guys up north laugh at me, but man, I'm fucking freezing. Cannot do 60, 50, 60, 70. Jesus. That's too damn cold, man. My body is not built for that. I've been in Florida my whole life. I know you guys would love the winters over here, but Baba's good. It's just a longer term play. I mean, it's very high price right now. It's not. It might not move that much. Get the pops like these spec stocks in a couple months. Yeah, I think NIO will recover by the end of the month. You got a lot of stuff going on with NIO right now. Post NIO day, new factories, inauguration. I think NIO will bounce back a little. I'm not really worried about it. Just jumped in. Did I miss anything on CCIV? I'm thinking about buying. You didn't miss anything on CCIV. I haven't really talked about that one. I'll have to look into Fubo more. Whatever it's called. I don't know what it's called. Fubo or Fubo. I don't know. I'm sorry. It's one I haven't really looked into. Yo, newest members. Yo, newest member. Cheers, homie. Yeah. Cheers, man. Thanks for joining. Made 155% of Bob on a swing. Damn, that's really good. Congratulations. What's the next 10x banger? Man, everything I'm listing is a 10x if you just give them like a year, 2 years. Everything I'm pretty much recommending can 10x in the next 2 years. So tons and tons of companies. NANO, Open, BFT, VGAC, Lead, Plug, Fuel Cell, Skills. I mean, the list goes on. IPOE. It just doesn't stop. APXT, Tattoo Chef. They're out there, guys. You just need to know what you're buying. You need to buy stocks. You need to buy options. You need to go long calls. You need to exercise some of them, sell some, relocate into new options, go longer. These are game plans I'm going to give you guys inside of my Patreon. I'm going to let you guys know every move I make, every buy I make. And guys, I do not like to lose, so I don't day trade. So I don't really lose. I rarely lose because I don't day trade. I just hold the good companies. But yeah, definitely. Definitely, I don't day trade. I can tell you that. Is Patreon still a good buy, or is it too late? You saying my stuff's a stock? You saying my stuff's a stock now? I wish it was. I'll pass on Ford. I'd rather go with General Motors. With NIO factory news, do you think this will go up ending? Guys, if you want to, I was one of the first people on my Big Money Mindset 2 to break out. I got my little China websites. I was the first person. I'm going to go with the first person to break out the news about the factory with the blueprints. So if you want the updates, guys, I'm going to give you the updates when I see big updates on NIO. I see a lot of YouTubers out there talking about the same stuff on NIO about this new. They act like news breaks every day. It's just people trying to get views on YouTube. I'm going to give you guys the hot news when I see hot news on NIO. But yes, I think that news is just getting started with the NIO factory. I think you may see investors buy into the NIO stock. And just imagine if like Kathy Woods and ARK actually went in on NIO. I mean, you just don't know. They do have I've looked at their ETFs. They have a lot of China stocks, believe it or not. So if they load up on NIO, Jesus, NIO's gone. So they have been, if you guys want to know about ARK, they have been selling a lot of Tesla right now, relocating into like OPENDOOR heavily. There's just no telling. So what is NANO? NANO Dimensions is a 3D printing company. KGN, whatever you call. What about Ford? Yeah, I pass on Ford right now. Nanny, $30 call options at 400%. Damn, you must have been in those. You must have been in those pretty early. That's pretty damn good already. Jesus. Ford Go, ask Kramer. How long should we hold GNOG? I'm not in it right now. I don't really like the management team behind that one. Patreon is definitely worth it. You're making your money back. Yeah, you're going to make a lot of money on Patreon if you just have patience. Yeah, hold, baby, hold. Kramer's always pumping Ford. They own a lot. GM 77 price target. Ford is a slow mover. Yes, I agree. In and out of Ford. I get emailed very quick. Got 40,000 in option on NANO. Jesus. Yeah, I might add more now that you said that. I really like NANO a lot. How do I let a girl know I'm making dough on the market without actually saying it? How do I let a girl know I'm making dough on the market without actually saying it? Post pictures on Instagram at exotic places, restaurants, bars, and stuff like that. So that would be my recommendation. So post at nice places you're hanging out at, you know, dress really nice. That could help summarize you're doing good in the market. Here's one that no one is talking about. So I think I've heard of that one actually. I'm gonna write it down. I'll take a look at it. Appreciate it. 135% on 4. You probably ran pretty damn early. 200,000 plus on open interest on 4 January 2020. $10 strike is not that risky. Yeah, the IG is the big money underscore mindset. Big money underscore mindset. Big money underscore mindset. Anyone wants to know? Exercise option pretty much just means like you're pretty much opting in to buy the option at that specific strike price. So any value of the option, you know, in the money or you know, profit is going to be, you know, vanished, and you're going to have to pay outright of that strike price times 100 shares. So it pretty much just means you decided to not take the short-term profit gains and exercise the call for the long term at that strike because you see more upside potential long term. That's funny. They gave up. Go VGAC. I don't have hyliion. I sold I sold hyliion at 40, 45, something like that. Pretty much told people I had to sell out at 45 just because of the volume and the charts. It was pretty bad. When you buy the 100 shares, one contract or more at the price of the strike. When you buy the 100 share, yeah, that's pretty much how it is. Do you do poor man's cover call? I pretty much don't because I'm so confident in the calls that I pick. You know, I pretty much don't put any money up front. I just buy them outright. What are you thinking about workhorse, Daisy? Man, I'm a pass on workhorse right now. I mean, I own a little bit of stock, but I'm not buying any options. It's just a lot of speculation. Ogden, I've heard about that one. Bax is the way to go. No, yeah, I don't mess with IPO. Yeah, the stock market is a good place to invest your money if you know where to invest it, for sure. Definitely, you can make some big money pretty fast. Hey, glad you joined. I'm glad it's looking good so far. I'm glad to hear that. Appreciate it. Blackberry, I know. My eyes are just red from the gym. I was working out pretty hard at the gym, and I'm very tired. I've been doing stocks since like 8 a.m., so I've been up very late. Let's see. Let's see. I'll pass on Jiva right now. It's a little high. Bank of America. I'll pass on Bank of America stocks. You look at that like 10-year chart. It's very, very crazy stock. I'm not really interested in it. You just follow the big money underscore mindset. Yeah, Pinner DraftKings is not a bad buy. I don't know much about the Ogden. I've heard about it though. Longview could be good. I wouldn't buy it until it merges. Yeah. No, Canoe's been mentioned a lot on it's been mentioned a lot on Kramer's show. It just looks like it's not getting the pump that it should have got. Yeah, I think Longview could double. I mean, it's a very good company. A lot of people are bullish on it. Pass on GHIV. It's just doesn't have a lot of pop like the EV tech sector right now. Also, my OPENDOOR contracts May is printing close to 200% gains now, guys. Those are only getting started. You're talking January. I've been recommending those May calls non-stop for a reason, and as you guys are seeing, it's starting to pick up very fast. We've had like 10 people already talk about these OPENDOOR May calls, but I'm very excited for OPENDOOR. It looks like it's finally getting the respect that it deserves. And Kathy Woods, let her buy the whole company. I don't give a shit. I'm gonna hold and I'll ride the wave with her. I'll make $10,000, $20,000, $30,000. You know, if this thing does go to 50, I'm gonna make a lot of money. If this thing goes to 50 and the next, you know, March, April, it's gonna be a very exciting time. So just keep holding. 75% stocks, 25% options, low and slow. That's not bad. That's not bad. Hey, thank you for the appreciate that was a brand new article that came out on NIO. As pretty much I did a video. You'll probably find it. It's a confirmation of the NIO factory actually being built. Estimates on the pricing. I think it's the US is like 54 million bucks. So it is going to be a small. It's going to be a small factory, but it could potentially add another 4,000 or 5,000 vehicles. And I'm hearing their first factory can do about 10,000 vehicles. So guys, we may see by beginning of next year, NIO could be hitting 15,000 vehicles a month. Do your research. That's a lot of damn cars. I mean, I don't even want to know how many cars that is. That's very exciting, you know, the factory. So take a look at that video I made. It's the Big Money Mindset 2 NIO. Very exciting times. How do you think long view? I'm not too sure. Maybe 40. I mean, maybe 30 for pre-merger. Long view is possible. Yeah, pretty much. I mean, you got to have a stock that you're buying call options with volume to have it sold. So always make sure you buy options with volume on them, you know, preferably, or volume and, you know, open interest, preferably over 200 minimum, I guess. 500 is a lot more safer. Ride and Mare, I'm not playing those right now. The Bitcoin is very, very volatile. I mean, it's up and down like crazy. It's really killing those stocks, but I'm not buying them right now, even on the dips. I can be honest with you guys, I'm not very big fan of Bitcoin because it didn't have a lot of interest the last 3 years. So that's the reason why it really turned me off, is because of the last 3 years, you know, that's why I'm pretty much not in Bitcoin right now. BFT, let's go. 15K in Tesla calls March, would be 2.9 million right now. Jesus, my God, that's a lot of money. All right, guys. I did 2 hours on the live. I hope these lives are very good, and I hope you learn a lot about these lives, you know, stock market opportunity, and I really enjoyed doing these lives with you guys. Answered a lot of questions. I wrote down a couple stocks. Once again, be sure to take a look at the link in the bio. I posted at the top. That is the Patreon. There's a lot of opportunity. You guys have seen the reviews, tons and tons of reviews. You know, people are doing well. Hundreds and hundreds of reviews. They're all over the place. Instagram, everywhere. I want to say I really do appreciate all the support, guys. I'm going to keep posting on the Big Money Mindset 2 just to build a fan base on the YouTube videos. I do plan on making another YouTube channel down the road. Heck yeah. Appreciate it. So I will be making another YouTube down the road, you know, for just, you know, another stock market channel. Hopefully I can make money on that one, you know, make some good money. So be expecting another YouTube channel in the next couple of months. But for now, Big Money Mindset 2 is where I'll post all the videos on. Very excited for the market. Hey, you guys made it past inaugurations. How does it feel? You guys are going through all these crazy things, but I'm telling you, I think the market gets a lot smoother if these vaccines roll out nationwide. So I really think the market is going to get a lot better if the world gets better. And that's just my prediction. So I want to say I really do appreciate it. Thanks for joining the live. This is Big Money Mindset. I'm Kyle. You have a great night. I'll catch y'all tomorrow.